Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel, the Forensics Unplugged channel, whichever one this goes out on. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Meguiars hybrid ceramic detailer, the pump zoom, the infamous pump zoom. Now, I've just bought this product from Halfords. It was on sale for 16 quid for 768 millilitres, or it's 10 ounces if you're in the uncivilized world. I always say, get that joke in, get that little dig in. Guys, I essentially have a clean car in here. It was washed a few days ago and it's been sitting in here. Now, one problem I have with this product here, this double speed wax that some of you have picked up on, is this wax. And most waxes that are heavy on carnauba can do this, and it's called blooming. And blooming is when you put a wax on a car. You're going to struggle to spot this in the camera. There's a patch of it over there. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, bit of bloomage there. Where you have excess wax, when there's high humidity, and especially when you put a car that's waxed in a garage, you can get this smearing, like this post-cure sweating almost like of the wax, and it's a pain. It is a pain. 99 times out of 100 in the UK, we don't have the conditions for it to happen, but in summer we do. Funny enough, this wax seems more prone to it. I want to see if this Finny wax is prone to it as well, so I'll have a look at that. But ultimately, if I get this wax blooming on me a lot, I won't use it. So, but you can live with it. It won't go away on its own if I just leave it in the garage. If I take it outside, it will eventually vape away that bloomage, or at least that's my experience. So, why am I talking about this in this particular video? Well, quick detailers, guys. Now, you might be getting used to on YouTube kind of seeing product comparisons where we look at kind of beading and all that sort of stuff, and we hit them with chemicals and we test gloss and all that sort of stuff, and that's pretty useful testing actually. It's good testing. Really with a detailer though, the function of these products is less about protecting your car for me, and more tools that you use to tidy up your car while you're washing them. And what do I mean tidying up? I mean sorting out smudges, finger marks, dust. Well, I don't like to use them that way. Blooming waxes, you know, all that sort of stuff, just so you have clear panels. Now, if you look down here, I'll move that around, you might just see a little bit of that hazing on the wing as well. So I'm going to see if our hybrid ceramic detailer can fix it. What are the instructions for this product, guys? Well, you spray it onto a panel, you wipe it with the wet side of the cloth, and you flip and you buff it with the dry side. It does also say on the instructions, if it smears, spray it again onto the cloth and go over it again, which is sometimes good advice. I've been playing around with this product. So anyway, let's just shoot this kind of live, guys. So let's spray some on our panel. Good misting there, guys. That's plenty of product. We have a wet product, so we can just spread this material over our panel. I'm doing it in quite a careful way. You tend to work very quickly with quick detailers, don't you? And then what I'm going to do is take another panel, another cloth, nice clean one, and then buff. Now I can see the product. Can you see the residue there? And what I want is, as I buff that little hazy product residue, I want that to buff to a clean panel, and it's doing that, which is good. And it is also clearing out the blooming of the wax, which is really nice. And ultimately, I want a clean, streak-free panel. Bonus marks if it feels slick. And this does feel slick. It's going to dry off. But it's already starting to slicken up. And that is nice. Okay. So that misty patch has now gone, which which is good. Now if I go to my bonnet over here, it's probably in the lower light looking incredible, but in heavy light there's just some like little footprints of water spots there, guys. Paintwork's in pretty good condition. There's some smudgy stuff though on there as well. Some smudgy stuff, and there's a bit of smeary kind of, there's a bit of blooming here. So what I want to do is see if Meguiars hybrid ceramic detailer can give me a sharp glossy finish on my hood. So let's go. It's quite a lot of product, isn't it, guys? It's always the get out of jail card for the companies if you get bad results, you use too much product. Well, I want to spray the detailer on there and I want to see what the material does. So using a little bit too much is good for me. So I'm just going to spread that wet film. You can see it's going to leave that white haziness, which most SI02 sprays do. Don't mind that so much. But then when I take the second cloth, what I want is for that white haziness to disappear and start vaping out, and then giving me a smooth, clean panel. So here we go, it's vaping out already. So it flashes quite quick, this Meguiars product. It's good though, guys. It's good. It's doing what I want it to do. It's taking away the blooming, and it's giving me a nice silky feel under the microfiber cloth. Now what you can't see is, look at there, can you see that? What is this, guys? Where is it? Get that, GoPro's in the way. Hold on a second. GoPro's in the way of the light. But if I come over here, go along, right where the tip of my finger is, there's a water spot there, you can see it. Right, it's not a big water spot. I also want quick detailers to sort out water spots, and the bad news is they never do. They don't do anything to water spots, quick detailers. So let's spray this. It's right there, the water spot. I'm going to spray a bit of the product. It's going to run down the panel and cause chaos. So it's wetted it all. And I'm just going to work. I don't want it going down the wing, so I'm just going to leave this wet. It's sitting on that water spot, and I'm just going to wipe over it. And then use the dry cloth and buff it, and it feels great. But unfortunately, guys, if you can see, it does absolutely nothing to the water spot. But 99% of quick detailers don't, and you've heard me say that on the channel. I'm just learning about this product. I've been using it on the roof, on this rear quarter panel, and on this door section, and it feels absolutely beautiful. It feels so nice and silky, and it did a good job of taking out the blooming from the wax. So at the moment I'm still satisfied. Just making sure. Now, going back to something we talked about at the start of this video, beading. It'd be easy for me to say that I don't care if a quick detailer beads or not, or is hydrophobic. Sorry, I'm just looking where I was a bit clumsy with the product there. There was like a patch. So just buff it with the dry product. Beading. Why is having awesome water repellency very important for a detail spray for some people? Well, if you go and put a ceramic coating on, or a form of protection on, it's very hydrophobic, and then you cover it with a flat detail spray that isn't hydrophobic, some people will be disappointed with that. They want to maintain the hydrophobicity of their products. So I think, you know, we've had this discussion before, but Meguiars have probably done the right thing by making this product hydrophobic. And we'll test its hydrophobic nature. We'll put it in a shootout with all these other detail sprays here. We've got about 10 of them. We've got the Meguiars, the Turtle Wax one up there. We might even test it against its old school, you know, one. But the primary thing I am interested in is what these products like to work with. So I want you to come with me one more time, round over to the other side. Because like I say, they're tools. All detailing products are tools. I understand the whole hydrophobic thing. I like it as well, guys, especially in winter. I love my car to be like throwing the water off. It gives me a good feeling that the car is at maximum protection. I'll show you something as well at the end of this video which is relevant. Hopefully, guys, you can see that misty blooming on top of the car, and we're going to just use this live now to take that blooming out. Okay, I'm going to use a fair bit of product. Just work little sections with our wet cloth, and you'll be able to see this in action. You can see the haze it puts on. Okay, so it's putting like a white haze over the area that I've spread this on. And we take our clean towel, and I'll even give us a clean side just because it won't have any, it'll be drier. It's always the key, isn't it? Nice dry cloth, and we just buff that. Look at that, it's starting to flash. That's nice, guys. You can see, as soon as this cloth touches it, it almost triggers. As soon as you swipe over it, you leave hardly any product on the panel, and what's left just starts flashing if it hasn't done so already. And we're running at 18 degrees today with 57% humidity, so it's a reasonably cool day. What's it going to be like on a roasting day? I don't know. But I can feel immediately, just within like 10 seconds of applying the product, that panel feels amazing. Yeah, really nice and slick. My paintwork's in good condition as well anyway, so it generally feels good. But that has done exactly what I want. What are the arguments against this Meguiars hybrid ceramic quick detailer? Well, there aren't that many, guys. Normally, with a ceramic detailer, you could say, I don't want to pay, you know, I don't want to pay 16 quid for a detail spray. Well, you're getting 750ml, so this product isn't overpriced. At 20 quid, it's a little bit, you could say maybe it's a little bit pricey at 20 quid, couldn't you? But at 16 quid for 750ml, that's in line with anybody's prices. Okay, guys, I've been off air. I just want to end this video now. I finished going around the car with the ceramic detailer, the Meguiars ceramic detailer, and my conclusion is that I am pleased with the results. His Highness is pleased. It's good. I'm pleased. I'm happy. I'm not blown away. I'm not sure if I'm ever blown away, because I'm just of the opinion that most of these SI02 sprays are really, really good. I'm trying to think if there's any that are poor. Ironically, the only ones that I've found that had an issue are the ones that come from the two of my favourite brands, Geon and CarPro, where they didn't have the durability, but they didn't claim to. Geon says it only lasts 6 weeks, and it does, whereas some of these other SI02 sprays can do a long stint on the car. So it's things like that. But I find that most of these SI02 sprays go on nice and slick up the panel. The Meguiars hybrid ceramic detailer has passed the test on me being able to use it to tidy up my panel. And one thing I've also been trying is using their hybrid ceramic wax in the blue bottle, mixing that down with water at 5:1 to see if there's any difference between the ceramic detailer and the hybrid wax. And there is. The hybrid wax works if you water it down at 5:1 as a little drying aid, but it's not formulated to be used that way, whereas I think the ceramic detailer is formulated specifically as a ready to go, and it flashes a bit nicer than the ceramic wax at 5:1. Although you could do that little cheapskate hack if you want to, and it works. So it's a good hack because you don't pay for water then. You utilize the fact that that ceramic wax, the initial blue bottle product, is very concentrated. That's it, guys. I'm reasonably pleased with this product, and we'll be testing it out against other leading market detail sprays, and there's some SI02 detail sprays in there. And we'll look at durability and we'll look at beading, although as I've said, I'm not too interested in that really. Although, you know, it's one of the most important things that you can actually observe, so you have to kind of talk about it. But the most essential thing I want to take away from this video is that I can use the Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax to tidy up my car, and it's definitely worked on the little patches of blooming wax. I love the slickness of it. My car feels amazing right now. It really does, guys. It's nice and slick. That's the main ace card of the SI02 sprays, and it looks good, and it doesn't seem to be a pain to use. It's nice. It's a good product. That's the thing I want out of Meguiars. Meguiars don't always like have the most durable products on the market, like their ultimate liquid wax down there. But I'm still a fan of their ultimate liquid wax because of how it is to buff and how it is to use. So the moment you finish detailing your car and you put that liquid wax on it, you're going to get good results, even if it doesn't last as long, you know. There's the complete opposite to that. It's products which are a major pain in the arse to use. If you forgive my French, I shouldn't swear. They might last longer, but they're not nice to work with. So you've got to decide what you want, guys. You know, I've done enough sort of reviews that are running at the moment that are going to give you an idea on durability and stuff like that. But Meguiars, in my opinion, has always been about ease of use. Although ironically that blue bottle hybrid ceramic wax as a spray and rinse product is very unusual because it's so thick and gloopy. But this is a detail spray, and obviously that's not as gloopy and concentrated as this thick one. So yeah, this is a product that you would perhaps use every wash. This is a product you probably use every 2 or 3 months. Once you've done the initial application of it, then you're just going to do the spray and rinse product. But don't use too much, or you might, you know, there is a risk. That's the Meguiars Achilles heel with that ceramic wax, as I talked about before, is risk of misapplication. So I'm going to end this video here, guys. It's a thumbs up for the Meguiars ceramic detailer. Let me know your whole thoughts on this SI02 thing. I've gone through it many times. They are impressive products. The one consideration for me, and why I haven't, or I'm not that worried about jumping on the SI02 bandwagon, so to speak, is that traditional detail sprays and traditional waxes can also just do a good job if you don't mind a little buff and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'll probably always have an SI02 product kicking around, an SI02 spray. Will it be the Meguiars ceramic detailer? It could well be. We'll find out when I do my big detail spray comparison. What am I expecting? I'm expecting that this shouldn't be as durable as some of the full-on SI02 sprays like this one. Or else, what's the point of this? If this thing is just as durable as that, what's the point of that? It has no, it's made defunct by this, isn't it? So that's the key to understand. The quick detailer should be all about tidying up the car. If it adds hydrophobicity and slickness, well then that's a good thing to some people. So you get the idea. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon on the Forensics Detailing or the Forensics Unplugged channel. Bye for now.